Okay, so let's continue. Okay, I want you to understand what your spirit, or what the vibrations or the blaming that you are always putting on yourself,
what is doing to,
what is causing it, what is always causing you for you to actually blame that,
right.
Why you should take the full responsibility when it comes to it. Okay, yeah, so clean the board.
Okay.
So when it comes to decisions in life, okay, everything inside of this world always boils down to decision making.
Yeah.
Okay, you making decisions in life. So when it comes to the decisions that you occur, or the decisions that manifest inside of your own life, first of all, I want you to understand that in between the yes, do it, and then the no, don't do it, you are in the middle. Okay? Between the yes, do it, and between the no, don't do it, you are in the middle. That simply means that you become the judge, okay, above these two particular energies that exist within your own being.
Right.
Now, what I want everybody to understand is that these particular energies don't control you. Okay?
Wow.
These particular energies that exist inside of you, the negative and then the positive, they don't control you. Okay? They are the messengers of what the spirit is.
So whichever direction you take will determine.
Whichever direction that you chose, that is what the spirit will give you. The spirit here is what God is.
Wow.
Okay? That is why God always relays everything that the heart feels. The heart is in the middle. Okay? Everything that the heart feels, that is what God gives to it.
Wow.
Now, when it comes to the decision making in life, most of you make decisions on the way that you don't even understand why you made the decision in the first place. You make unconscious decisions, okay? And you have the conscious decisions. You make unconscious decisions, but let me just do it, let me just do it, let me just do this. And then you ended up aligning yourself with the negative way, or you ended up aligning yourself with a positive way, in which that same result is reflected to you, and then you begin to reject that particular idea.
And blame yourself for taking that.
Blame yourself for taking that action.
Right.
You are always in the middle. Okay? Once you understand that you are always in the middle, there is no need for you to rush into making decisions in life. Okay?
So that those decisions do not lead to self-blame.
Those decisions do not lead to your ignorance of your own self, blaming yourself. Because if you are blaming God, you are telling God that you yourself, you are filled with so much ignorance that you don't understand. Why should God allow me to have done this? God didn't do anything. Okay? You are just like a person handling the ball and then facing a wall. The wall here becomes God, you become you, and the soul becomes the ball. So you are throwing the soul to God, and God is taking the soul as the wall, reading what you want. The momentum that is put inside the ball, that is what God reflects back into you.
So if the ball hits your face,
now you throw one. You understand?
Wow.
You are supposed to accept every outcome of every decisions that you make. When you make decisions unconsciously, okay, you are ready to pick up the lessons. When you make decisions consciously, you are ready to pick up the lessons. It doesn't mind the outcome of the reality that you wanted, okay? But you must be sure and then to know that you made the choice.
Because it is out of your decision.
It is out of the final decision of the judge that tells whether the minority or the majority is going to be winning. Unless the judge passes the final verdict, there is no winning among the two.
Okay, so let's bring this to Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob was able to make the right decision by knowing that, no, I took a decision in the past.
Yeah, first of all, he made mistakes.
And he learned from those mistakes.
Okay, he made mistakes that ended up, when he began to grow in consciousness, he started blaming himself. Okay, the things that he did to Esau.
Yeah.
The things that happened between them, it wasn't fair. So he started blaming himself.
Why should I have done that to my brother?
Why should I have done that? Why should I have taken that particular decision?
To steal my brother's blessings and taking his first birthright.
I made it very clear that you can't steal anything from Esau. Okay? Okay, Jacob didn't steal anything from Esau. Now, okay, when you are talking about stealing something that cannot be stolen, I told you, unless you have the placenta of the person, forget about stealing somebody else's destiny. It will not work out. When you try stealing the destiny of another person, you are inviting a challenge to your own self.
Right. So you must be ready to accept the consequences.
You must be ready to accept the consequences that come with what you are trying to do.
Right.
And 90% of the time, you only want things physically, but when you sink inside of your own self, you don't find the relevance to that particular thing that you are seeking.
So, Baba, let's do this. We as parents, let me bring it to the parent level.
Okay.
We as parents take decisions that end up affecting our children.
Okay.
And we end up blaming ourselves. But in return, those decisions we made has changed our children's destinies, or it's changed their lives totally. How do we correct this?
You can't correct what is already established, okay? But you can try to make amends. You can try to make amends, okay? You've already nurtured the person in this particular way, okay? But you can show them that it is not only this way that exists. There are different paths that you can take if you so choose to. You understand? Right. That is why breaking generational curses is. It's not about you going back to the past to change the past. There is nothing you can do to change the past. What is gone is gone. Okay? But you can learn from that particular past to make sure that your current moment that you are existing in, you have found a way to produce an outcome of tomorrow that you yourself, you feel very proud of.
So the best is to learn, accept, and grow.
It has always been like that. Okay? You are all here as the souls to go to school. What do you do in school?
You learn.
And most of the time, what do? You fall into mistakes.
Yes. You when teacher asks questions, you get it wrong, and then he makes,
test is organized,
exactly.
You fail. You come back, you learn again, you come and take the test again until you pass. That is what reincarnation is.
Okay, inti mami chiremu kakra. Mo amonti mi mo anti brofuna si yeno. Me bone tofa. Sisi a solar plexus ne so na yeguso ayedi ho nkomo. Na empempi na ya consciously anase unconscious say ye ni da ho anase ye ni na ho no. Eya ye blame ye ho woni ma bebre ho. We take decisions bi ama decisions na we take ye no. Amwa nti no hu say ade na we ye no. Ade na sese nka wotu sa na mo. Nti no wankasa wo kan ho nsembone, wo kan nsembone de fa wo. Obra wo refi hu say wano na wo de kasa no so eyeja. Tina bribia no na odaache no eye mobo, odaache no esei. Nti jai say we take decision. Na decision na we take na why ade na wo blame hu say ade na me wo sam yes ade we na wo kan nsembone de fa wo. Na mmom de woksika epeso ma yete ase nyina ne se esese usua adesua de na ewo mu no ne hia eno na bebo am watini enyini eba ne sa na akwan te se wo ye nyame na wangaza wo sa question wo nyame ye wo se busa wo sa na nyangopo eba ne se kwa na wo de sa ha wo ye betum na je se wo se busa wangaza wo se wa wo na wo se busa sa asem no
yeah.
If it's a decisions no we take ye no say we mistakes wom na wetimi afa so de anyini and no na awakening journey no is all about and no na wo kra no anyini no mu no sa na edit
yes
inti fobo ukọ ohaw bi mu ukọ amane bi mu a susubu wankasa ho aten na susu say wo blame ho abribia no na emwa na emum na desua de na ewo mu no ene hia.
Okay, so you don't have to blame yourself all the time. Okay, if you have found yourself blaming yourself, yeah, it's okay to blame yourself. It's okay to fight with yourself, but understand, say it's not something that you should stay in.
Right. Okay? You should always make sure that when you are you realize that okay, you blame yourself for this error. You have accepted that this is it. It was my fault.
Yes.
You move on.
You move on. There's nothing that you can do to change it. Okay, even if you find a way to go back to the past, okay, even if you find a way to travel back to the past in order to change the past, it will never change the outcome of the future.
Because For instance, you didn't know that you'll be helping someone for that person to do harm to you, or that effort you put in was going to bring something bad. Okay. You can't change the outcome.
Okay. The thing is that, like I told you, when you are here as the past, okay, this is the past. All right. This is the now, and this is the future. The future is over there. Okay. So if you are going back in terms of timeline now, this is the timeline of yesterday.
Right.
Okay. Immediately you are in the now, and then you decide to go back to yesterday. Okay.
You are creating.
If you go back to yesterday, the problem is that you actually feel like me having a time machine. I can go back to yesterday. So let me just click 2023 on the day of this, on that, and then you time jump, and then you go back to yesterday. Whatever thing, that activity that occurred on you yesterday, if you change anything yesterday, it is going to be creating another branch. It is not going to be manifesting into the future form of your own self as what you wanted. Okay?
Right.
If you jumped into yesterday and then you try correcting something yesterday is an entire book. Okay?
And you can't change it.
You can't change whatever that you've written.
You can only change your now.
You can only change the now.
That will affect your future.
That will affect the future. But if you try changing the past in any way, physically like this, you don't have the time machine, but you can go there mentally. Okay? You can still go back in time inside of your mind. That is what regret does when we're explaining.
Right.
Okay? But if you are jumping, where you have a time machine and you are jumping, you actually feel like, if I can change the past, I would have changed it. If you change the past, it doesn't change the future. The future will still remain the same thing.
Right.
And if you try skipping so many times, then you keep creating
different timelines,
different forms of timelines. And that is what usually causes the universe to die very early. Because if it becomes too much, the spirit of the now, that is the source of energy for all these particular timelines, it will begin to clock.
Right.
And when it begins to clock, then the pruning starts. It will start cutting itself off.
Wow. Adomaba is saying that I remember Baba talked about doubt and blame blocking the solar plexus, and from that day things cool.
Yeah. Okay. Once you understand and then you accept the outcome of the decisions of life, it simply means that you have decided not to put yourself into the future. You've decided not to go back into the past, but you've decided to dwell in the present and then in the now, because it is the now that is the architect of everything that is happening in the future. The building blocks of what you accept about yourself today, you accepting the outcome of the decisions that you've taken will tell you how your tomorrow is going to be like.
Wow.
Because if you are in the present, you are always feeling happy, you are always feeling glad, you are always imagining this future aspect of yourself having the fulfilled life that you want to know.
Right.
Okay? You are in the now. That way, it keeps building blocks. It keeps arranging blocks. And before you know, you will have an entire house.
That fulfillment will be there.
It will come to pass.
But the moment you go on self-blame, self-doubting,
God is like, you are not yet ready.
So your future will always be uncertain, and you will always blame yourself.
You always blame yourself. Because God will never give a crown to someone who blames himself all the time. You need to understand that both good and evil you are. Both light and dark you are. And once you understand what balance is about you being in the middle of the now, between your past and then your future. Okay? Once you are able to find balance, then the crown, because when you look at your chakras, your chakras are in line like this, and then the crown is here. The crown is not on the left, the crown is not on the right.
It's in the middle.
It's in the middle.
Okay, Baba, let me ask one question. Now we are looking at self-blame that is out of your personal, what do you call it? Your personal doing, okay? What of self-blame that is coming from others? For instance, others blame you for taking decisions. Someone will be pointing fingers at you that if not for you, this would have happened. If not for you, that would have happened. If not for you, that would have happened. If you find yourself to be in a state where you also think that no, you are not to blame, you are not to be blamed in this instant, how does that also affect your solar plexus if others are blaming you?
Yes. The fact of the matter is that when it comes to society, people always love to project their insecurities onto other people.
Right.
People love to project their failures into other people without understanding that you are the architect of your own life.
Somebody says that
Okay?
this guy created a white race.
You are the architect of your own life. What that simply means is that you are in a particular family, or if you find yourself in a particular environment through which people are always telling that you are the cause of this, you are the cause of that. Ask yourself, am I?
What if you are not?
If you are not, then there is no need for you to give energy.
There's no need to accept that self-blame.
Okay, there's no need for you to accept it. 90% of the time, most of you unconsciously accept it because you feel like there's a certain part of my spirit or there's a certain part of my body that is causing it to do this. Like I'm a mommy water, I'm a papa water, I'm a sister water. You are, look, none of those things matters.
So, Baba, you mean to say that even if unconsciously I admit to what someone is saying that you have no idea of, that thing still affects your solar plexus?
What is acceptance?
Oh, it's to agree with an energy. So the moment someone says that, you last week you did something to me, but you see, you didn't even say sorry.
Did I do it?
And you are not aware of it, but just for peace to reign, you say that,
don't do that.
It's okay.
Don't do that.
Oh, so even if you do that, you are harming your solar plexus.
Don't do that. If you understand in terms of a family relations, okay, your husband is telling you or your wife is telling you that, oh, is this and that, and because you want peace, you just, okay, yeah, you are right, okay. That instance is very different. But when it comes to something that corrupts the soul, something that you didn't do,
right,
and these people, they are trying to use by all means to tell you that you did it.
So you need to accept it.
You need to accept it, because immediately they put this particular idea inside of your own mind, then you begin to look for possible truths or possible reasons to actually accept that, yes, you did it.
So that you blame yourself.
So you start looking into the spirit, because the spirit is one thing that you are most ignorant of.
Right.
So you start asking yourself, do I have something that inhabits me? Am I being possessed by something? Is something behind me?
And why are these people blaming
me? Is there anything in particular? So you start to seek answers on the outside of yourself.
Before you even accept anything.
Before you even accept it, you go and visit the malam, you go and visit the pastor, you go and visit all these people and trying to find solutions to that particular problem. It's like you are carrying death wherever that you go. There's always problem.
Instead of going into within you, into your spirit.
Do you understand?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So when people are always blaming you for no reason, people are always saying that you are the cause of things, and you are not. Please start working on your relationship with the sun. So we are coming to talk about the symbol of the solar plexus. Okay?
Right.
We've explained the root chakra, the symbol that are there, and its meaning. We've explained the sacral chakra and its meaning, and now we are coming to the solar plexus.
But just to let you know that we will try and keep the image. Okay, so that you have a look at what that image is. Okay, so this is just a sketch for you to have an idea what it is. But
you should go to Google, they will see it there.
But we'll put it there. When during editing we'll put it there.
Doctor, you are giving me plenty work. Go to Google. It is in Google.
So that you see what a solar plexus is. Try to read about it more after going through the video. When you read about it, I'm very sure that you'll get a better understanding of what Baba is trying to teach. So, Baba, what does the symbol stand for? What does it, represent?
Okay. When it comes to what your solar plexus is, okay, I want you to first of all understand that everything about we've spoken so far is about the fire element, and that is what your solar plexus is. Your solar energy is what links you to the outside of this world. And I made it very carefully that when it comes to the solar plexus, that is what the spirit is. That is what the fire resides.
Right.
Okay? You always say the fire is an everlasting consuming fire, or the Father is an everlasting or ever consuming fire. Holy Ghost
fire.
You see? So this is what we are talking about.
Okay.
The Holy Ghost fire here is the Alpha and then the Omega. That is what this is. When you look at the petals, I made mention that the petals is due to the level of consciousness that you've reached.
Of growth, yeah.
Okay? So from the way that it has migrated from 4 into 6, and now it has migrated from 6 all the way to what? 10. Okay? Now it's in the Alpha and then the Omega. after you are able to understand what the divine feminine and the divine masculine is in this particular place.
Right.
Okay? So let me just put this in simple. When we upload it, the explanations will come and then you'll get an understand. Okay? So this is it. Okay, after you are able to escape yourself from the box, which is the root chakra, you move forward to the sacral chakra, align the divine feminine and then the divine masculine, becoming one. Then your awareness begins to grow. From a 6-point petal, you'll get a 10-point petal. Your awareness will increase to 10.
Wow.
Okay, now you understand what it means to be connected to the spirit.
Right.
Okay, now you begin to listen. Now you begin to meditate. Now you begin to create. You are back to the beginning. Okay, you are back to being a child.
The zeros and ones.
The zeros and ones. So everything that you are doing, you become conscious of your actions, because now you are no longer afraid. Okay, you are no longer living in regret, and you no longer blame yourself for every decision that comes in life. You are learning to align yourself with the flow.
Right.
You've put yourself in the middle of the flow, and you are now going. This is life. This is it. This is this zero. Okay? We've talked about it. Okay, it is the infinite form of what covers you. Your electromagnetic field, this is it. You are the inside as the alpha and then the omega, which is either this or this.
Or that.
Okay? This is it. When you put this and this, you will get this and that. You get a plus. You get a very zero and then a plus in the middle. So the plus is what divides you, the 4 aspect part of your being that you put called the water, the earth, the fire, and then the air element. That is how it is. But it is 3. The air element, I've already made mention of what it understands. Okay? So if you are putting this particular lotus flower in this particular form as you and the alpha, or as you as the alpha and then the omega, the 10 petals is what represents time. Okay? Now you become the master of your own time. You become the master of your own reality.
Because now you understand the spirit.
Now you understand what the spirit is about, the interconnectedness of everything that exists inside of this world. Because this is time.
Right.
This is time.
Right.
When you look at this is 12. This is in between 1 and 2. This is 3. This is in between 3 and 4. This is 5. This is like, it's everything is about time. And when we begin to get deeply into them, how to actually cause an awakening or the part of yourself that needs healing when it comes to this. Some of you can go ahead and then you draw the symbol. Okay, it will help you with your focus.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can just draw this symbol on the ground. Okay, you can draw it in the ground and then you sit in the middle. Remove this drawing, this part of it. This is you. Okay, this is you rising in consciousness. They are trying to show you the genie.
Right.
People know the genie. The genie in the bottle. Okay?
Right.
Robbing the lamb. Now you have a wish. Okay, this is you in the middle. The one in the middle here, this is you. You moving up. Like you are beginning to move.
To rise.
Yes, this particular form is what separates you as the earth future into the heavens. The pointy one that you see. Okay? Still remains the highest form of consciousness, which is the Christ. You are still in pursuit of Christ consciousness. This isn't the end. You understand?
Right.
This isn't the end. You are still pursuing Christ consciousness in a particular reality that you are now escaping this particular domain. You are moving into a higher state of an equilibrium.
A neutral state.
A neutral state. So once you get to the heart chakra, you are above earth level.
Because now you've had a taste of what the spirit is.
You've had a taste of what the spirit is, what it means for you to be the spirit. You've just walked into that particular room. So it's like upgrading yourself. From the root chakra, you move, escape the box. You get to the 6. You open up your mind, both divine feminine and divine masculine. You become balanced. You begin to see life in different forms. And from there, you become the creator of your own reality, which is 10. And when you move from 10, then you get to heaven. Right. The heaven is what the soul is. That is where your heart is. So the heart is what decides whether you are going to be vibrating at a lower rate or you are going to be vibrating at a higher rate. That is why you become the middle when you are able to get here. You become the form of the balance that separates the 3 heavens from facing down and the 3 heavens that goes up.
Wonderful. Okay, mame money tofa and fam mount. Tofa me body amount in an say, ya can solar plexus in one sem. A quick Nemo my dear back one in here, say, on say, chakra singing and a symbol. And solar plexus, chakra and a symbol, no. Baba Hm. Na ne nkyerɛ mu no nyinaa gyina hɔ sɛ ɔhu sɛ sɛnea root no na ɛno yɛ 4 petals na ɛwɔ mu no yɛ 4 o sacral no na ɛyɛ 6 no solar plexus deɛ no yɛ 10 ɛno kyerɛ wɔ ɛnyini ahodoɔ a woyɛ dɛn wonyini ɛkyerɛ kwan a wofa so a wonyini ɛwɔ honhom anaasɛ wɔ spiritual awakening journey no ɛkyerɛ growth a woyɛ dɛn wonya ɛde ɛwɔ mu na ɛno ne petals no dododoɔ no ɛyɛ 10 edu no gyina hɔ ɛde ma wo honhom su na wanya a taste of it no wonya nwie yɛ o waduru solar plexus no afei na wura wo honhom su nim anaasɛ wunyame su nim ɛnti wunyame su nim no wanya a taste of it no afei na watimi apa ɛyɛ wo lower self ne ho a afei wokɔ wo neutral state nim a ɛyɛ wo heart chakra ne so ɛno nti mesrɛw sɛ wo solar plexus no hwɛ wadidie mu yie deɛ di kan di nnɔbaeɛ ne nnuane a awia no anya so direct impact deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu make sure sɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛyɛ self blame sɛ wankasa abere biara no wobɔ wo ho soboɔ sɛ maanya adeɛ wei a meyɛ adeɛ wei na ɛyɛ dɛn maanya adeɛ wei a nka nyɛ mabrabɔ nie maanya adeɛ wei a anka ɛmma ne sei no yi saa self blame ne nyinaa firi hɔ
yes
na di nnuane pa nnuane a awia ne bɔ so direct woka saa nneɛma wei mmienu bɔ mu a saa berɛ no a wafiri wo fie anim no anaasɛ wogu so a wokɔnka wo fie no na watumi ayi regret de afiri hɔ no self blame nso so afiri hɔ no ɛba ne sɛ afei wobɛba abɛyɛ neutral
yes
saa wo neutral state no ɛna ɛyɛ the next chakra yɛba bɛka ho asɛm ɛne nti like na comment wowɔ question bi a busa na megye di sɛ in next episode na yɛba bɛka the next chakra ne ho no yɛbɛ ansa ne tackle all those questions baba
so let's just finish. Let's just add the icing on the cake.
Okay.
Let's just add the icing on the cake.
Okay.
I made mention at the beginning that when it comes to you inside the uteruses of your mother, it is your umbilical cord, that is connecting you to the entire cosmos.
Right.
Okay. When it comes to your connection, it's through the spirit. It's by the spirit that connects you to everything in existence.
Right.
So when you are able to pass through the solar plexus, okay, when you are able to get to the solar plexus, your awareness of how you understand this particular reality that you are existing in that you call Earth, okay, you begin to understand that this is just one single cell. Okay, among a billion to trillions
of cells,
of other cells that you personally, when you ejaculate, you live like a billions of sperm cells. Okay, that is all representing one particular reality. Each sperm represents one particular reality. That is why two sperms can end up fertilizing the same egg, and the children ended up not looking exactly like each other, just like Jacob and then Esau.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Different features, different characteristics. So once you are able to pass through the solar plexus, you gain the awareness. Okay, your navel is now connected back to the father.
Oh, it is like docking once again.
Docking once again. You found your way back to the dock.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And now the dock is what is going to be talking to you every single day, teaching you about the worlds that exist outside of this world.
Wonderful.
That one particular cell, you've now graduated. You've graduated from Earth. So anything about every other world that exists outside, when the Father begins to talk to you, you understand.
Okay, Baba, we understand that some of these, the spirit is able to talk to us sometimes through dreams.
Yes.
So let's ask some questions here.
Okay.
For instance, if I'm unable to perceive the information I'm receiving from the spirit, but I'm able to dream, what are some of the type of dreams that will help me understand that, okay, now I have tapped into my solar plexus?
Okay. When it comes to you dreaming and then its association to your solar plexus, first of all, is understanding that I told you that the way in which dreams comes to you, they come to you in three particular forms.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Dreams can come to you as a way of your solid self. Okay. It can come to you as a way of your liquid self. And dreams can definitely come to you as a way of the gas.
In your gas state, right.
Okay.
In your fire state. Okay.
Yes. So when it comes to the fire state, it is more talking to you about the spirit representation of what the Father is trying to speak to you
Which
about.
is your solar plexus.
Which is your solar plexus.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So when it comes to fire, when you look at what fire is, everything inside of this world that lives, okay, has an essence of flame within them.
Right.
Okay, even water.
Right.
That is why it conducts very well with electricity. Do you understand?
Right.
It's the same thing. So when you are beginning to receive dreams in which it is talking to you or the spirit is trying to reach to you, 90% of the time it happens to do with either fire, involving yourself in a situation that deals with fire, or you are flying.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay. The most commonest ones is usually when you are flying.
So whenever you see yourself flying in dreams,
yes,
you are not being chased. You are just flying.
You are just
experiencing.
You are just soaring at that particular level. No? It is trying to tell you that you are 1 mile away from your balanced self. Okay. But if you are being chased, that is a whole story. It is telling you about your solid form. And it is telling you about your fire form.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The fire is the spirit. That is what you are able to fly. The solid is them chasing you, your inner demons.
Your lower selves.
Your lower selves. They are the one trying to drag you down. You will fight and you will fight and you will fight. And if you are finally able to fly, then that is when you feel freedom. If they are trying to tell you that your solid state of yourself, the way in which you are experiencing this particular reality, you need to look at it from a different point. You need to start viewing and understanding that the solid state of yourself doesn't define the liquid state of your being, which is the soul's resonance, and it doesn't define how you see yourself as the fire is, which is the spirit. Do you understand?
So if you dream, if you dream and you find yourself flying, if you are not being chased, but you are just experiencing your spirit self, then understand that you are tapped into your solar plexus.
Yes, you have to be in astral form. If you are not astral, you can't fly. And astral is as raw as the sun. You are 1 and 0.
Oh.
So if you are dreaming and you are flying, it is a direct representation of what you are. Most of you inside of this world, you are elders, you are teachers. Okay?
Right.
Most of you, you've already healed 1 or 2 chakras. You just need to heal the 3rd one. Most of you just need to just be aware of your spirit self, to understand yourself deeply. Most people, they don't even try. They know exactly what we are talking about.
Exactly.
You see? There are certain people inside this world, they've already awakened, but they are just waiting for something. The trigger is here to trigger them. So they are waiting.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So when it comes to your solar plexus, that is what it is.
Wow.
If you are dreaming and you are always in constant fight, if you are always in constant being chased by people, you need to first of all, you need to allow more light into the body.
Means you have to sit under the sun.
You have to allow more light, eliminate the mucus, and bring yourself back into an equilibrium. Okay, you begin to get the strength inside the dream. No one will tell you.
Yeah, true.
Instead of running, you will stand.
And you face them.
You face them. You feel confident. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is what fear is. Fear takes the part of you, okay, that is big, the infinite form of yourself as God. That is why when fear always appears before you, appears very big.
Even though it is small.
Even though it is small. It will make you look small, and it is the big one.
Interesting.
You see, because you have forgotten that it is from that small one that came the big one that exists, or no? Because you actually feel like if you were like this and they tell to crawl back into the uteruses of your mother, can you do it?
No, you need to shrink back.
You need to go back and understand that everything started from one single cell. So you are small like that doesn't mean that the devil has won. No, it just means that you are ignorant. And once you begin to understand yourself, the devil becomes small like that, and you become the one that it is afraid of. So you will not be looking at it like this.
Wow. And you know, the solar plexus no. A home check no, ya the aba na wie na aha na brebe makwan ama ye de asi. Ye beto aso. Ye beto aso e de free the next chakra.
Heart chakra.
O heart chakra no. Eno mema baba ankasa ka ho asem. Eno nti kai say aha e work studios. Support the program no. Like it, let's share more TikTok, more Facebook, more all other platforms. YouTube, more channel no and grow. As you share with love, you share with better understanding so that others can also benefit from this message.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining today's live.